Guys, I woke up in a bad mood. I decided that I want to ruin everyone's day today. We are ready to destroy people's hope with Rob Lucci. I hate black decks because they are just so oppressive in the meta, and so I'm going to show it off in some ranked gameplay today. We're not playing regular sim, we're not playing against newbies, we're playing against people who want to go hard. They want to go hard in the paint, they want to ball, they want to do their best, they want to be Allen Iverson. You're not Allen Iverson, I'm freaking Timbe.
Have you ever had a dream that you do?
What's that guy's name? Dikembe Mutombo. That's who it is. No, not today type shit.
No. Not today.
So we are going to pop off with Lucci. That's the goal. I don't even know how to play this deck. You've seen me make a video on it, and I told you this deck is so easy to pilot that it pissed a lot of people off, but it's just the truth. And so I'm going to play it with Gecko Moria this time. If you haven't seen the video without Gecko, you definitely need to check that out. And you definitely need to check out the giveaway in our Discord that I don't know if you heard about. Oh, and in case you also missed it, we are doing a 4-player sim tournament giveaway thingy for celebrating 500 subs. Join in our Discord below. 4 random chosen contestants will enter, only one will win, with the chance of winning an OP09 box or a PBR1 box if you can take me on and win. And now that you know about that, the Discord is linked down below. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I think we're gonna have some fun today. Well, I'm gonna have fun, but I'm gonna make sure other people do not. Here is our deck profile. It's just your basic Lucci deck profile. It's nothing crazy. You just play one-ofs of everything because you trash cards every single turn to use later. So we're playing 2 of the Uta, which may be a spicy choice rather than playing like a Brook or something like that. And I'm playing double 0 cost because sometimes you do run out of counter against certain deck lists. I think it helps in like Bello Betty. Not that it's a hard matchup for Lucci. I don't think really anything is other than Blackbeard right now. But even that, I'm kind of feel like I'm teched into with the Kobe for a smaller body, the 4 Brooks for smaller bodies, just to spam out the board. Even the Uta can be lethal swings that they have to force removal on, and it's not a 1-cost character. So I find this actually helps in the Blackbeard matchup as well. Obviously, we have the Helmeppo, the Surus, Khalifas, smaller bodies that we can spam out on the board and try to get some aggression in. So I think we're built pretty well into Lucci, as well as the Kaido, of course, which can KO a 7-cost or lower, or no, trash a 7-cost or lower, which is really good. But it's just your basic Rob Lucci. You clicked on this video because Rob Lucci, and we're going to devastate people today. So it is what it is. Let's run the format. This is a very good deck. I think it's pretty affordable for the most part, other than the Brooks. The Brooks you could sub out with Kobe's if you don't have the money to play Brook. That's my only other option other than Brook, but nothing can do what Brook does. This minuses and KOs, and you don't have to discard a card like the Kobe, so just keep that in mind. This is going to be the most expensive card in your deck list right now, other than maybe Gecko Moria is going to be about $6. These are about $25-30. These are about $6 each. These are about $3 each. These may be a little pricey, you know, $3-4. And then the Sabos, but they're down to $12 even. So I definitely think Lucci is a under $200 deck that you could run your locals with for probably the next 6 weeks until people stop showing up because you're playing Lucci. Let's get into some games. Game number 1 on the chopping block is not looking good. This is not the start we wanted, but this is the one we're gonna have to take on, guys. And I don't know how to show it that we are playing ranked. There you go. Now you can see the bounty thing. I guess that helps, but that's all I've got for you. Do we want to keep this? We have the Searcher early. They chose to go first. We'll get cards in trash. On 5, we'll be able to play Sabo. This is not looking good for what we're trying to do here. I think we mulligan that. I think that's everything we want in trash. This is what I get instead. This is what I get instead. I like the cost minus for the Jack later. The 0 cost event is good if we need to counter, but usually I'm okay taking. I'm not too stressed about it. Cat, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. You're getting all of my buns. All right, back into the game. This is not looking like a good hand. I'm gonna be honest. They grab a Doc Q. We do get Kobe, so we can actually go 5 in a face, play out Kobe, discard. I don't think we're going to need 2 Jacks, but 2 Jacks might be good in this matchup. I have no idea. We're going to go 5 in a face, trash 2 cards. We do get the Brook and the Gecko, sadly, in trash, but that's okay. We'll minus that by 1 because we can. We are not leader affected yet, so we can play down the Kobe and kill it. Wish we had this Brook in hand because that'd be way better than Kobe. Way better than Kobe. Especially seeing that, I think that was the top one. They counter out early, which is kind of wild here to me. We're going to use the card action, discarding. Tempest Kick at least replaces itself. Ice Age is okay. I definitely think we go for, we're going to discard the 0 cost. I'm going to be crazy. We're going to have no counter in hand and just play the game how the game's played. He's He's gonna swing 6 face. We're gonna take that. We get a Khalifa at least. That is a draw 2, trash 2, and give a character -2. Doesn't do much, but hey, it looks like they want to kill our Kobe already, playing out the stronger, which is kind of annoying actually. Giving it -2, and then playing Doc Q, and then killing it with Doc Q. But they went minus in hand size, which is good with me here. I don't think I'm stressed about the Doc Q. They'd have to play a Laboon on the next turn to kill whatever we play out. We do have the 9 cost in hand, which is going to be really important here. Do we want to kill the Doc Q? I don't think so. I think we're okay with it being alive. We'll go 6 in a face here. Because again, I want to keep the Tempest Kick for later, I think. Not really, they don't have anything. Ice Age is going to be the best with the Kaido on 10 if they have us. Oh, this doesn't need on play. So I think we will go ahead and Tempest Kick here, draw into a new card. That would have been good to have. We are going to trash more cards just in case. Losing an Ice Age and Rebecca. Oh well. And then we're going to filter here with the Khalifa, at least getting a body on the board. Draw 2, trash 2. We're going to trash a Jack now that we know when we go to 9, we're going to play Kaido. And I think we can trash... We're not going to have on plays for much longer, so I'd rather keep the 2K counters, I think. Although this is a stronger body than this at this point in the game. So on 7 Dawn, we can play this and this. And then swing 6. No, 7, we're going to play Jack. So I think we'll drop the Subaru just in case. And then -2 to that, because why not? They aren't worried about our on plays just yet. And the cool thing is we can easily clear this out, or we can clear out the Laboon, more than likely, putting on the aggression when we cheat out or play out this Jack. Jack is going to be really good in this matchup, but they're going straight into 10. They do play the Lafitte. They search up a Marshall D Teach, so we know they have 1 brick in hand. Guys, this is not how stressful I want to start this off. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're going to take again, which I know some people are going to think is crazy, but at this point in the game, as a non-Lucci player, I think that was good. Showing us they're going to play 4, which is usually going to be the Burger here, or they're going to play a what's his name? Not Lafitte. Oh, they play a Finger Pistol, which is actually okay with me because we're going to go 5 into this. We're going to go -1 here. And I don't know if I'm worried about actually killing this. I might actually play the Jack out. They're going into 8 Dawn. Usually that's double Laboons. Or they could go Laboon. That wouldn't kill the Jack either. We're good with keeping the Jack as active, actually. We could go for the draw 1, trash 1, but I think we're kind of set up and I don't want them swinging in. Well, I guess if they swing into this, I can just counter. We'll draw 1, trash 1. Choose nothing, because I don't want to actually give them more cards in hand. That just doesn't sound good to me. We have 1 way to get rid of a Burgess and force them to discard a card, losing hand size in the next turn. They haven't found a Hachinosu, which is really good for us. We could also double spam bodies on the board depending on what they do. So we have to play around what they're putting on the board. If they put down a 10 cost Teach, we could save this for the 10 cost Teach to go ahead and remove it with the Ice Age, which actually may be the best play. Even going into 9, it may be better to use this and this, especially if they don't leader effect us just yet, because we haven't been to a Gecko turn yet, so they haven't done it, but I think now is where you start as a Blackbeard player doing so. They have Assure You, which is you may trash 2 cards from your hand, draw 2 cards when attacking, filling up the trash, but I doubt that hits the board. They are going to go, wow, 12 to this. The question is, are they going to leader effect? More than likely. So do I just let that go? That would put us so behind. But I don't know what I'd even want to get rid of here, because that'd be 2, 2, 1. We lose our whole hand, but we keep a single body. I think we let that go. I don't think it's worth it. They're not developing bodies on the board, and we'll develop 2 on the next turn, especially knowing they're going to leader effect again, like I said. So they drop the Burgess. So we know we're playing 5 and 4 here. We're leaving the Ice Ages for later. We're not too worried about it, so we'll go 5 in the face. Do we need to keep milling? I don't think so. We have all the pieces we need other than this Bandine in the trash. We can combo that later. So I don't think we keep milling just in case, because we do have less cards, so if it does go to that, I'd rather not worry about it. They did get a Finger Pistol, it looks like. We're going to play this, we're going to play this, and we're going to pass the turn. We get 2 bodies on the board, which helps with the 10-drop Teach they're about to drop on our dome. So at least we get a couple extra swings in, and we will be able to clear out the Teach. So we can swing. If they freeze this, we'll only have the 1 swing, because we won't have the extra Dawn for this, because we're going to be playing out Kaido. Depends on what they do, though. If they want to develop more of a board first, which is what you need to do as Teach, in my opinion, is develop more of a board. I think we will. It's going to be crazy, but we're going to take that. I know that sounds wild, guys, but trust me, because we're clearing out the body he's playing on the board, right? And so taking right there means he won't have a lethal swing on us with this, and he'll only have a Doc Q on the board. So now he has to decide, do I clear board or do I develop bodies? And right here, I think you can only go for developing the Teach. They grab a Lafitte, so they could, I guess, filter through more of the deck, which I would actually be okay with. This will allow me to play littler bodies per usual. They grab another Teach, so we know they have 2 10 costs in hand that we have to worry about. I wish I ran more of this, but we just don't. There's not too many options into the 10 Teach, but this is the body they're going to have to stop on the next turn. We'll be able to counter out because we let the Jack die earlier. They do Tempest Kick, get rid of our character, and then with Doc Q, So now they kill our other body, and they're just rolling at this point. This is a good teach player, I'm not gonna lie. They finger pistol, because that was exactly what you needed to do at that point. And we cannot kill all of these characters on the board. They're gonna have the extra searcher, but are we worried about the searcher? Because if they're taking an extra turn to not worry about our characters, I think we're okay with that. They grab a 2k counter. Obviously they should leader effect here. They don't leader effect, which is crazy, but we don't have the cards we need. So we're gonna play this down, grab a Tempest Kick. We're gonna Tempest Kick here, trying to draw a new card. Wow, we literally got cooked on that one. That is so unlucky. Just having nothing we need in hand, not finding a single Gecko Moria is wild to me. We're literally just going to spam bodies, draw 2, trash 2. I guess we probably should have done that first, but we didn't know we were gonna do that. We're gonna drop this, and I think we're gonna drop the... We need the Helmeppo, so I think we drop this, because we're gonna need the Helmeppo to play on the board on the next turn, just to have more bodies. So we'll play this, and then choose to -2 on that. And then if we just had a Lucci, that'd be nice. If we just had anything at all, that would be great. So again, we're going to completely ignore these guys. Well, this will kill this, which kind of sucks, but that's okay with me at this point. We're gonna swing 7 in, not using the card action again, because we just don't have a freaking Gecko Moria. I could almost bet you it's gonna be this top life. We'll play down this, choose this, we'll minus everything down, but that doesn't matter at this point. I think we're going to be good into the teach on the next turn, which is also very important. Here we will counter out of this one with the 2k. Probably should have done this one just in case. He clears out our Spandam. He's going to freeze our Khalifa, but that is okay with us. We know they already have one teach. They could grab a second one, or they may have a third one in hand, which would suck, but it's okay with us, because now we know these Laffites are literally useless. This can't attack, but we're developing a big body, and then we can split on the next one, because they are going to play it on another teach. So we have Lucci here. They did black hole us, so we're okay with that. We're going to kill it first, because now they won't get the free block. We're going to use this. We're going to activate its effect, discarding another Ice Age, because we're not going to get the chance. We don't have another one of these. So now it forces them to discard a card. And then we're just going to go 5 in the face, not using card action. We have no cards in hand, only a 2k counter. I don't know, I'm just a boy. I literally said we were going to ruin people's day, and my day got ruined. Isn't that wild, guys? I literally said we were going to ruin people's day, and my day was ruined. So we have to think about this, right? We can counter out here, which is going to be really important. And now we have to mathematically think about this. Ooh, they did not leader affect us here. I think they want us to develop bodies because they don't have counter in hand. So I think we should go, they only have one block here, right? I think we start with 7 at face with leader, decide what to do from there, because we could span Dean into Lucci, and then Lucci from trash, not telling them we don't have counter. I think that's going to be good. We'll go 7, force cards out of hand here, because you have to get out of this. If you don't get out of this, I split between my 2 characters. So now we can decide to span Dean. Span Dean is going to get us, again, a Lucci on the board as rested. Lucci is going to KO both of the Laffites, at least leaving us those options. So with 3 there, that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra to split between these 2 characters, meaning 2 and 3. So we can go double 6s here. So that is exactly what we'll do. We'll go 6. If he blocks out, we'll swing again. He should just block out here. See, now we know not to swing. So he shouldn't have done that, in that order at least. We use the card action. We're going to return our not important cards to the bottom, cheat out a Lucci, use the card action, returning our non-important cards to the bottom, including a Gecko Moria. And we're going to KO both the Laffites just so he doesn't have opportunity to search here. And now he has to choose to go for lethal, which he would win, or clear our board. And so if he clears the board, if he plays around us having any counter, he can go 5 here. Nope, not gonna. He's going for game. He is going for game, and we're bricking. This is ruining my freaking day. I was supposed to be devious today, because now he can go 8 and then 12. We actually played that really well, too. We just got bricked up at the end, man. That sucks. GG's. That's crazy. We actually were taking on Blackbeard at a high level, and we lost. That was actually really close, though. I'm okay with that one. We'll go on to the next one. We're playing 3 games today. That was 12 minutes. Let's do 3 games, have some fun, ruin some people's day. Bro, you're telling me people are just going to be ruining my day today. We're going to mulligan that hand. That's not going to do anything for us. This will do a little bit more, at least with us going first, because they took our second curve away. This is stupid, man. This is so stupid. We're going to Spandam on the first turn, of course, grabbing, I guess we're grabbing a 0 cost, because we can't grab Spandam with Spandam, right? Yep. Good to know there. We are still in ranked against a separate opponent. Last one was named Shadow. This is not Shadow. And in case you don't know that we're doing ranked, I'm gonna see if you can see it. There you go. You can see it there. I don't really know how to show both at the same time, so that's a you problem, not me. We're gonna go 5 in a face. We're gonna use the card action, -1. We're gonna develop this right here because they did not leader effect. We're gonna kill that. No effect from the Luffy, chef's kiss. They messed up there by using this is my age. You should either Luffy or this is my age. You should not do both, in my opinion, if you're not gonna leader effect. But they will have 7 cards in hand. You can see this match is going different. They did not counter out, unlike our opponent earlier. We are gonna we find our piece. This is the most important piece in the deck. We just need some cost minus. They liberate our Brook, and they don't leader effect again. Just keep that in mind. They did not leader effect again. So we could play out Rebecca to cheat out the Brook, but then if we do that, ooh, we could swing 5. See if we do, we could see if we could Spandine to Lucci if we hit a Lucci in the trash. So I think we should take that gamble because either way we're swinging 6 here because we're playing a 4 drop, right? So we will go 6 in a face, use card action, choose no characters. Let's see if we got one. Nope. So we could either go for the Rebecca into Brook combo, or we could just play Lucci straight up. And I think Lucci straight up is just better here. Keeping a body active is going to be more important in this matchup. Just because if we play the Brook, he's going to swing into it from 6 or 8. We'd have to counter out. And I don't want to give him cards in hand. I want to force him to use cards like Liberation, Finger Pistol, and stuff like that. Keeping the Rebecca doesn't really do much here, so they do develop the Van Augur. That is what it is. They're gonna go 5 in us again. We're actually gonna take, and then we're going to use the trigger. This guy is not on the same level as the last one, at least. No offense to this guy. It's just part of the learning curve. They shouldn't leader affect us just yet, but if they do, we'll have to get around it to try to clear out this Van Augur. They do leader affect us, so no on plays for your boy. So we have 4 and 3. So we're just gonna go 5 in a face here. Do we use the card action? We don't have a way to KO it anyway, so I don't think so. Even if we cost minus, it's not gonna block or anything. So we will just take that. And we're gonna develop the Spandine and the Khalifa here. Just to get more bodies on board. Again, you just go wide in this matchup. We're gonna go 5, and then we're gonna go 6. There was merit in just maybe swinging the 6 first, but it gives him more cards then. But if he gets a Finger Pistol trigger, we can't do anything about that, guys. Like, sometimes you're just meant to lose, and especially in this matchup, we are literally made to lose. We were supposed to devastate everyone. This is ruining the vibes, boys, girls, anybody else, lizards, geckos, I don't care who you are. My goodness, man. He has to choose. He should counter out. Yep, he should counter out here. And there's merit into not swinging here, right? Because that would give him more cards, and we're helping, or we're keeping it where he doesn't have cards. He had to give us the dog cue telling us he might have another one. So we should swing here, the 6, because if he swings 6 here, we can counter out. That's going to be the best option, but we can't play around him not having certain things at this point in the game. It's just not worth it for what we're trying to do. We haven't found any cost minus other than on play, and this won't even take care of it with the Kaido. We need to find an Ice Age or a Tempest Kick ASAP. We can clear out the Van Augur on the next turn, but if we don't find a Tempest Kick or something here, we're going to clear out this Burgess as soon as possible, per usual. Something's telling me they're just going to go 9 into it, so we're going to give him a Rebecca and see what he wants to do. I think that's the best option. They play out Finger Pistol on Khalifa, which is very interesting here. I did not expect that, I'm going to be honest with you guys. 5 we're just going to take, and no trigger this time because now we can combo Wombo the 10 cost. So I think we're okay with where we're at. We could play out the Gecko Moria here. So are we more scared of Burgess or a 10 cost on the next turn? I think we need to clear out Van Augur. Do we need to clear out Van Augur? Should we spread our Dawn or should we clear this Burgess? I think clearing the Burgess is going to be the best option. So I think we're going to go 5 in a face, forcing him to discard a card, clearing this out. If he counters, we swing this. If he doesn't, we swing face, and might even go for game on this turn. It depends on what they do. I don't think we're going to use that effect though. The Gecko Moria is going to be 0 cost trash. Boom. Clear out the Van Augur. That's what you told me to do, because now I'm clearing your whole board here. Right, now we trash one of the 0 costs to get rid of that, and they have to discard a card, forcing them down to only 2 cards in hand, including probably 1 Marshall D Teach. So if they want to play the Teach, they stun this. We still have 3 bodies to swing, so we're doing way better. Shows me they don't have a Teach. They just got their first Teach. They really need to go aggressive. We need to find a way to clear this out with on plays, because they should leader effect us here. They're going to go 12 into that. You got it, boss man. You got it. And they do leader effect. So are we worried about going for game? They only have 1 card, so that's 7, right? We're definitely going to swing in for 7 here. They have 1 blocker on the board. They shouldn't block yet, but we're going to make him scared that we might have something that's not on play. He didn't fall for it. We're going to go 9. right? And then if we play this for 4, we could go 6 here, forcing 2 cards out of hand probably, because I doubt they have a 2K at this point. We knew 1 card's a Martial D Teach. We should have swung 5 at the first one, but we didn't think about it. They'll be able to clear 1 body, freeze 1 body. We'll still have 2 swings. We should have game on the next turn, because we are going to play out... Well, if they swing this and clear it, right, for 5, then they 10-drop Teach and freeze this. Would only have 2 cards in hand, and we go 7 and 8. So we can go 9 and 8 on the next turn, or we can play out the Khalifa and get better odds, but it's only if this hits, right? If this doesn't hit, we could go double 6s too. So I think we go 6 and see what they do here, and if they take, we might go 6 again. Nope, they did have the 2K, meaning that the next swing will definitely hit, and then we're guaranteed to have them at 1 and be able to split on the next turn. Or we can play the Khalifa, but then we'd have to get through 2 life, right? So I think this is the better option here. Go 5 in a face. It's guaranteed because we know this is a 10 cost, which we didn't think about before. And there was also merit to maybe Tempest Kicking there just to draw the extra card. He can't go for lethal. I think this one is Wraps. Because again, 10 cost, stop this, right? And then they only have 2 cards, so they have to be able to block out. Either one he clears, we still have the same split. We just let it die. Because we could counter out, but I don't think that's worth it because we only have 10 Dawn, and they have no counter. GG. So we could have gone 5s across the board. We actually took down a Martial D Teach. I'm feeling good now. I'm back up. I'm back up. We devastated somebody. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to ruin someone's day. I wanted to liberate them, as some may say. Now we're cooking up something different, and I'm feeling a lot better. We're going to take first away from them, even if it isn't our perfect curve. We have the 3, the 2. Oh, this is cracked. Oh my gosh, this is the hand of hands right now. It all depends on how they play it, but I think we're feeling pretty good. Not going against Martial D Teach for once. I'm feeling amped. I gotta ruin this guy's day. That's all I want to do, is just ruin this guy's day. I just want to destroy them. That's what I'm feeling right now. We got the chain out. We're going crazy. We're feeling good right now. So when they go to 5, we'll be able to... Let's math this out. What is better to do here? Is it better to play out the Brook and clear this? Is it better to have the Uta? Because he's going to play a 5 cost or a 4 cost on the next turn. So we need to be able to kill a 4 cost, which is the Uta with the Rob Lucci. Is that the best bet for right now, what we're trying to do here? Then we would need to have this cleared so we can't swing into the Uta, right? So I think the Brook is the best option at this moment. And then if we can't clear their next body, next turn we'll be on 5. So we could Suru, Uta, Lucci. We could also Suru, Uta, Brook on the next one, so I think we're better getting the Brook on the board now. We'll go for the Brook right now, clear out the small body, and then we should be good there. We're going to get 2 cards in trash, the Uta and the Suru. At least we get the Suru in trash, which is definitely good. I'm on the Maibatsu side of we need something to put all my trash over here in the counter area so I can just see everything I've got. We're going to play out the Brook, kill this, so that next turn we can play out the Uta and the Suru, clear out the body, swing 7 at face, because if they took that, they're going to want to counter out of a 7, right? Because they're going to take the next life to go to 5 more than likely, and if they don't, we're going to kill stuff with ease here, because we could technically just play down the Khalifa. Well, 2, 1, 1. Actually, we can get out whatever. Put out whatever you want, brother. I'm not stressed about it. 5 in the face, I'm going to take, and I'm not going to use the trigger. I think we're not going to take the draw. The draw one might be good, but sometimes you do get bricked up, or if we can't find a Lucci in our trash, this will be a way to put the Lucci in trash from our hand here. So they have a 5 cost. We're going to swing in. We're going to have to math this out, right? Because 2, 3, 4, so we can swing in for 5 and 5, clearing this out without worrying about anything else. So play this out, get -2, play Suru out, -2. We get to swing 5, clearing this. Now it's gone. You have no board. You can't kill my Uta. You can swing my Brook, but I'm not worried about it. And then I can swing 6 at you after this. So you're going to have to give me 2 2Ks this hand, or this turn. And we get Spandum and a Helmeppo. We get our 1-of Helmeppo in the trash. I think we're good here, because next turn we can technically Lucci. We have Khalifa for minus, Suru for minus. We're going to top deck this Ice Age on the next turn. So on their 7 drop, we are feeling, you know what I'm saying? So don't forget that this does give -1, so we don't have to use the effect here. He gets the Rush Sanji. He should swing 7 here into the Uta, get rid of it. Taps down the Suru, obviously for no effect, but that was actually a really good play. He should go 7 into Uta here, in my opinion, because we don't have another Uta on the board, and we're not going to 8 on the next turn. You need to clear this out, or I'm giving -2 every single turn. And then 5 into Brook. If I counter out, you're still okay. 7 into Brook. 7 into Brook? You got it. That was a misplay and a half, because you need to find a way to clear out this Uta as soon as possible, because you can't kill that with your leader. It is immune to your attack. That is what reading is done for. We need to learn how to read our opponent's effects, guys. It's going to be very important in the meta. It's actually the biggest meta play to be able to read what your opponent's cards do. It is the biggest meta play out there. And now they're a little upset. So let's see, how do we kill this? Because we got to kill this, right? So this kills 2, so we need to get this to a 2 cost, right? So we need 4 Dawn, we need to do it in 3 Dawn. So this is 2, making it a 5. This is 1, making it a 4. This is 2, making it a 2, meaning we have 2 extra Dawn, right? So rest this just in case they get the trigger. We can swing, we can play this out to give it -2 more, right? So now it's a 3 cost, so we only need 2 Dawn. So we can swing 7 at face here, minus this by 1 more, and then we're going to do Rob Lucci on them. This is stronger than doing the gritty. We are Rob Lucciing on this man, and feeling pretty good about it too, because you can play a rush Luffy on your next turn, but well, they have to give us a 1k and take. Wow, this is devastating to our opponent. We are destroying them so much that they're not feeling good at all. We're gonna return this. We have the Spandine, so I'm not going to take the Brook. Not that we have Rebecca yet, but we'll have it in our next turn. I'm believing in ourselves. And a Suru, because I'd much rather play out Hamepo. And we'll kill this and pass. They have 1 life, 8 Dawn. You can't play your Rush Luffy without taking your life. So you need to play out Luffy, Taro here, sit on 1 for Gum Giant, and have 9 cards in hand. That's your best option at this point, because we are dominating and we are playing Gecko Moria on our next turn. So they do take the 1. They are playing the 9-drop Rush Luffy. They have no active Dawn. They're going to swing in for 10 here. We finally find our Rebecca, which we will counter out with or not. And I think at this point, are we scared of dying on our next turn? Because next turn we could... Hold up. Let's think about this. We don't have enough cards in trash yet. So this will give -3, making this a 6 cost. This will give -1, making this a 5 cost. We don't have any other minus. No, 5 to 2. We need to give -1 cost. All we need is -1 to kill this thing. That's crazy. Because this is, like I said, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we get out Lucci. We could go for just clearing the board here. We could also just straight up Rebecca into Spandine and then have more Dawn active instead of Gecko Moria, which is definitely an option. I think we just swing... I think that's what we do, because 4 and 4, that'll give -2. I think that's the best bet here. This will also get us more cards in trash. We're going to go double 6s, because we don't have to win on this turn, right? They just give up. They just give up. They had the 2Ks, they had the counter, they had the Gum Giants, but we took them down quick, guys. Let's do another one. We devastated them. I feel bad. This is what Lucci players feel like at locals. This is literally the epitome of just darkness. I am in my angsty teenage Midwest emo phase right now with Rob Lucci. Robert Lucci. Imagine getting dominated by a guy named Robert. This is feeling bad, man, but it feels so good to feel bad. One more match. And it's a mirror match of Rob Lucci versus Robert Lucci. We're going to take second away. I think that's the better curve. Too many good cards in hand. I think the Jack is great, but I don't like having both of these in hand early and not having anything early. So we're going to mulligan that. Did we just get the same hand twice? Did we seriously just get the same hand twice? Oh my gosh. Do we put a Rebecca in trash? I think we put a Rebecca in trash. I think so. They play down the Brook. How do we kill the Brook? We can't kill the Brook. Good to know. We're going to swing 5 at face, use card action, minus. Nothing to do here, nothing to see here, nothing going on just yet. We could spam them to searching, or we could draw 2 trash to getting Khalifa on the board, which they won't have as a high priority KO target, which is kind of good. Rebecca in trash, maybe not counting out earlier, would have been better to find certain pieces. I think the draw 2 trash 2 is going to be good here. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. We're going to get -2 here and pass, because now we have a Brook in trash and we have a Rebecca in hand. So when we go to 6, we need something to minus cost onto the Brook, and we should be able to clear it out without swinging. So should be good for us. I think we will take on this one. We get the Suru, perfect. See, we need to do a little searching there. We find the Suru to give minus to the Brook, clearing it out while still putting aggression onto life. So, yep, that is okay with me. They're swinging in with Rob Lucci, it looks like. We're going to give them a 1-cost Spandam here. I think that's just going to be our best option. And then they're going to play out a 6 or a 4-cost. Lucci not using his effect is kind of criminal to me, but I understand. But there's also, there's too many good targets to really clear him out. So we're going to swing 4 into 4 here, not having to use extra Dawn. I'm going to say, do you want to let this die or do you want to let this die? That's going to be the important question. So it's forcing cards out of hand while also possibly developing and clearing out the Lucci, because we can kill both. We have the ability to kill both, because this is 1, 4, and then leader swing. We can swing 6 here, right? We're going to swing 6 here, use card action. We can minus this, and now either way we can kill either one. And now we know we can kill Robert Lucci, which Rob Lucci is going to be the best target here. And it's going to clear both bodies on the board while developing a full board as Lucci does. We have a Lucci in hand now, which is pretty good. I'm just going to block. If you're going to try to clear it out, that's fine with me. They play out Jack, getting to clear out both bodies as we just did to them, basically. And I think we're sitting in a pretty good spot here. Is there a way to kill this? Not yet, but possibly very soon. We don't have an Ice Age. If we get an Ice Age off the top, no, there's not really a way to clear that. Even with the Suru, I think we go more for developing more bodies and searching through the deck. So I think we just go 5 into face here, leaving Khalifa there, trashing more cards, giving -1 here. We get the Sabo in trash, and then we'll just Gecko Moria. This is going to be more of a value Gecko than what you're used to. We're going to play this, and then Spandum. Spandum effect first, of course, to search out a 1k counter Spandine, now having Spandine in trash to play Lucci in the future. So we need to find a way to get our Lucci into the trash, and then we're just going to play out this over top of there, give -1, and pass. We developed a full board of bodies with just 1 character, which is super duper fair in the One Piece card game, only using 1 card in hand as well. So I'm feeling pretty solid. The Jack is really annoying, but it forces them to turn this sideways to get rid of the Brook, meaning we can ram into it with the Gecko Moria, or we can go more aggressive into face if that is the direction we want to go. So we have plenty of options here. If they choose to swing our face, of course, we can just use the Rebecca blocker, getting it back very soon. We need to find a way to get our Rob Lucci into the trash, which is something we gave them. They're going to give -1 here probably, and then we're going to force them to choose between the 2. So we can counter out of this, and I think we will with the Khalifa. They're going to give -1 there, meaning they have an Ice Age, and so they're not actually going to go for clearing this. They're going to use this to kill this, in my opinion. So I think we will just 2k counter this. If they swing, then we can do more, but we're going to give them the Khalifa here, which I think is the personal best option, but who's to say? They have the resources in hand. They play down a Tempest Kick, giving -3 here, putting our Gecko Moria to 8, playing down Gecko Moria, bringing back Lucci and Helmeppo. That is going to clear these 2 bodies, and then this is going to kill this body. So we'll only be stuck with a Khalifa and a Rebecca at the end of our turn. Not the greatest for us. The Jack is doing so much work for what they want to do, but I think we're okay with that. Clearing out the Gecko is crazy. They did have the Tempest Kick that we could have saved earlier, but we also wouldn't have found certain key pieces we've already found if we did that. So that's just part of the game we play. That's just part of the game we play. Let's see what we can kill here. We could go, we could test hand, go crazy. What is this? -2 on the Lucci. Lucci kills this and this when we leader swing. So we could just go crazy like that. We could also just go for Jack rather than that. Swinging 7 into face here, putting on aggression, clearing out the Lucci, turning our Jack sideways, forcing them to swing into it or cost minus it. But that doesn't get our Lucci off the board or on the board here, right? But we developed a very large body. We should be able to mill Lucci very soon, I'm hoping. That is the goal at this point, it's just to mill Lucci. So I guess either way it leaves us with extra Dawn. So what we could do here is go 7. We could even possibly develop 2 Luccis just to have a wider board. So I think either way we're going 7 at face and 5 at face. So let's go 5 at face first, just in case they get some kind of trigger or something. We're not worried about clearing out Helmeppo because you only run a couple in the deck. They already have 1 in trash, so I guess you could kill it if you want, but me personally, I'm not stressed about it. They counter out of this one, putting Rebecca in trash. Either way, we only need at most on because we could 4-1, or we can 7 straight up. So I think we go 7 at face here, use card action, see what we mill. We do mill the Rob Lucci here, so that means we could just play out Jack. So we give this -1, play out Jack, or we can play out Spandum and Lucci, but that won't kill anything if we do both with only 7 Dawn. So I guess we just develop the Jack at this point because we have something for the Spandine if we need to play it out of hand next turn. We'll play out a Jack of our own, draw 1, trash 1, so we'll get to just trash the Lucci, which makes a lot more sense. And then pass turn. We are in a very interesting situation where they have a lot more cards in hand because they didn't swing our life. 9. Nah, not going to let that happen. We could also block out for free there, but I'm actually okay forcing more cards rather than blocking out for free. 5 into 4, you got it. Not going to worry about it. Are they going for clearing the Jack here? That's kind of crazy. You would need, what, double Ice Age probably, which they could easily have, and then Gecko Moria. If they double Ice Age, Tempest Kick, making it a 7 cost Ice Age, my goodness. Now, oh, Tempest Kick again. Now you play down 8 cost Gecko Moria and kill this with Jack. This is not feeling good, guys. This is not feeling good. This guy is the expert Lucci player that we were not ready for, man. Dance number 1 is not my friend, I can tell. Helmeppo makes this a 1 cost. Now you can either grab a... Oh, what they should have done is swing 8 here just to get another card out of hand. But you can also go more aggressive, which I guess makes more sense at this point, but it gives us more options. Grabbing Spandine back from trash. They only had a way to minus this and both of them. Now they're going to grab Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci's going to kill this. And then they can now swing 8 in the face, forcing us to take a card. And they have a very large board we have not found yet, because we have only seen 1 Gecko Moria and it died on the first turn. They found all their cost minus, and that's how this mirror match goes. We finally get this, but how much does it really do at this point? Let's think about this mathematically. Ice Age this, swing, minus this to 2. Suru gives something -2. So this would be 2 and 2, we would need 1 more. That doesn't really work for what we're trying to do. We can Ice Age and Jack, but then we're not really developing a board still. Not in comparison to what they are. We could Ice Age Jack, go 7 at face, force out the Rebecca, but then they just block out for free. No matter what we do here, we're not fighting Gecko Moria, getting the full combo that they're finding with their Ice Ages. But we need to clear out bodies or we're just gonna die, honestly. So I think we just go 7, because we know we're going 7. At least force a card out of hand, leaving the Rebecca on the board. We go 7 here. Ice Age is going to bring it down to a 3 cost, so I might even scare them into, I guess, using this. We put another Ice Age in the trash. We get our Uta in the trash. They do exactly as we expected. We're going to play Ice Age. We're going to play Jack. Jack is going to draw 1, trash 1. We're going to trash our Spandine. Well, no, because we don't have a Gecko yet, so we can't even trash Spandine safely. We'll do that, clear that out, and pass. There's no way you can kill this one, right? If they find a third Gecko Moria, we just quit on the spot. We just quit on the spot, and I end the video right there. If they drop down another Gecko Moria, I'm going to be pissed. See, the issue is that if we even block, if we counter out of this, right, we have to block out. If we would have countered out, we give them a 2 and 1, and then they just kill our Rebecca with leader swing, and then they can just swing into it again with 10, putting only 4 down here, still leaving 6 as active. But that shows them that maybe 10 is the better swing, so there's a big difference in this matchup, because no matter what, you're going to clear out my Jack. Now, do I want to draw more cards from hand or from life, or do I want to... I guess not. We'll just keep the Rebecca. Hopefully they don't put 4 here. That would suck, but that's probably what you do, because now you can go 8, get another card out of hand. Now you get to choose between playing a Sabo on the board and swinging 5 in the face and clearing this out, or we counter out, they swing another 8, and then maybe they put an Uta of their own on the board. So it's kind of like no matter what I do here, it's a bad situation. We're gonna let it die. I think that's the best option there, which freaking sucks. It feels so bad having to do that in the Lucci matchup, and I think maybe I was just a little too aggressive. Watch this. Watch what he plays down. Finally get the freaking Uta. Rebecca. That works too. Now they get to play out a Spandine. Spandine into Lucci again. Ooh, Kaku and Spandum. A little different. Draw counter. I guess they're playing against a rush option here. They get to search up a Spandine of their own. And now what do? We have -2 cost in hand. We have a Rebecca and a Kobe, which has to discard a card. So what I'm thinking here is, in the video right now, very aggressively, our day was ruined as Lucci. That's just the end of the video. We just lose. Not really. This guy's actually super cool. We talked about it in the chat, and he was like, 3 Moria in hand, I was lucky. They actually knew that. They know when you get 3 like that, that's crazy. So GG's to our opponent, though. They were actually a pretty good Lucci player. I'm not going to sit here and diss them. It's nothing on them. I just hate Lucci. Well, that is our Lucci deck list. You saw me play against a Blackbeard, Purple Luffy. We devastated. We lost to the Mirror. We lost to a Marshall D. Teach, a different Marshall D. Teach, of course. So I think this deck is really good. It's a lot more skillful than I say, guys. It's a joke about the non-skill thing. I think you can run this down as a 0. I think you can jump up probably either your Helmeppos or play the Trash Brook, which would help in that same matchup if you have on plays on 6, which usually you do into the Blackbeard matchup. So might be a good option there just to trash the Burgess if they play it early, but usually they don't for that same reason, playing around it. You can blow up a Spandum for more filter, find more cards, trash more cards, all that jazz. And at this point, Lucci is a very skilled deck, but you can see how oppressive it feels or to play against or to play as, I'm sure from locals, if you play against Lucci. So I have my own issues with this deck, but I still think it's a great deck. I think it's fun, it's interesting. I have no issues with you guys who play Lucci. Anyways, that was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed as always. That was the Rob Lucci games. Don't forget to join the Discord, the giveaway down below for the PBR box, the OP09 box, whichever you may win, depending on if you take me on or if you just accept your fate with the OP09 box. I think it's going to be fun either way. We're going to do full videos on this as well on the tournament, so don't forget to like and subscribe to be in tune and ready for that. I love you and your mama, and I'll see you in the next one.